Hi, with Mocienne Petit Jackson. Today, I really want to talk about something else than my father, Michael Jackson. I really want to go deep into becoming personal about my life. That's very dear to me. I want to talk about divorce. I met some wonderful women in my life that educate me about divorce. And so, when I was divorcing the father of my child, because he was having sex with another woman. I found him in bed with another woman, and my son was then 9 months old, and I didn't find it surprisingly because he had already how to say it, cheat on me. I had to laugh when I heard that Beyonce knows that she was cheated um, by Jay-Z, and everyone was like, "What? Did Jay-Z cheat on Beyonce Knowles? How dare he cheat on Beyonce Knowles, the crazy guy?" So my advice to women, that's why I really want to talk about my divorce. When I was young, very young, I found out some really interested women that had a lot of life experience, and I was I think I was 16 or 17. Yes, I was very young, and I was living in Oosterbeek, and the woman, she had friends. She was an artist. She was a painter. I don't remember her name anymore. Really don't remember the name, but I do remember all these interested people that came there and had the conversation. A lot of women, they had the conversation also about divorce, guys who cheating and the way they handle it. And it was so educational. The first thing that I learned about men who cheat. First of all, look at the mirror. Be very honest if there are things that you have done wrong, that you think the man should cheat. And but even you find some reason, don't be honest about it because you're not to blame. You're not to blame. You are never to blame why a man cheat. That was the first thing that I learned, and it was absolutely surviving in my life. You know, when I found my ex in bed with another woman while I was holding my son, who was 9 months old, I didn't blame myself for this, what was going on, nothing at all. Maybe some people would say, oh, what arrogant, that you don't blame yourself. I didn't blame myself because um, I was already in the way of separation, because I found out when I was pregnant and my ex really beat me up very hard. Um, I just wanted to do my way with him for co-parenting the child, and he had a lot of difficulty with me wanted to divorce and everything. So when I asked him why he cheated on me, he said, because I wanted to make you jealous. I wanted you to find out, and I wanted you to find me with another woman in bed, and I wanted you to be jealous of me. And I said to him, I'm not jealous. It's the last thing that I needed to say goodbye. And one thing that this whole situation really educated me is that I was never going to allow any man to manipulate me in this kind of situation. Feeling 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 desperate because he thinks that he could hurt me because he thinks he can hurt me by trying to put an embarrassment on me that I don't deserve. So divorcing the father of my child have been the best thing in my life that could have happened to me. And if I love a guy, I would not divorce him because he's cheat. Because cheating is physically, not only mentally, it's also physically. And would I cheat on my husband? Yes, I would cheat on my husband. You know why? Because my body is mine. If I really feel a desire to make love with someone, I will do that. And I will even tell my husband that I did it. So I feel no shame. So some people, they may say, "Oh my God, are you crazy?" But I think it's very important to stay with yourself of what you want and what you like. But I think honesty is very important. You know, if you have a relationship with me, I would tell you not to have my body, not to control my body, because I was raped at a very young age. I experienced my body different than most people do. I think because I was so vulnerable when I was raped, there was no control. I had no control about my body. You know, my body was being taken from me. And so when I grow up, now that I'm a woman, I want to feel control about my body all the time. So maybe this way I think that way. I am not a woman who like to have sex with a lot of men in the same time. That's not me. But maybe one day I would like to try. So my divorce, that my ex told me that he betrayed me because he wanted to make me jealous, doesn't work on me. Doesn't work with me. I think mentally betrayal is worse than physical betrayal. I mean, that he wanted to have sex with another woman, fine, I could understand that. I was busy with my baby. I did have enough sex with him against my will, and he just wanted to make me extremely jealous. And I think that mentally think that he did it on purpose to hurt me. That was the worst part of cheating, and it was also the best part because of that behavior. I could say goodbye to him, and because I was 16, 17 years, I have heard a lot of women that they had a relationship and they ended the relationship because the man cheated one time. They didn't want to keep the relationship because they wanted a man to be loyal. I don't want any man to be loyal to me. Are you ready? I just want a man to be good to me and be good with any woman that he is with. You know, so if I found out that my boyfriend is not a good husband, not a good lover, not a good guy to the other person that he has sex with, then he's just an asshole. I want any guy that ever cheat on me, whatever, I want him to be good for the woman that he cheat with. And if I hear that he's not good with the other woman he cheats, I just then I don't like him. So when I found out that my ex was thinking that way, that was it. That was it. And that I accepted that our relationship was finished that way, and that I wasn't jealous. I was okay with that. It absolutely drove him nuts. And I think this is a situation why he have given me so many problems with the child protection, because he wanted to control my emotional being. When I was kidnapped and I was beaten and I was hurt, it was all about control. Control. Pure control about someone life was all about control. And I told myself that I never want to experience something like that again. So for the father of my child to feel the need to emotionally, mentally control me, it told me more things. It told me so much more about him than words can describe. And because I was educated in very young age, hearing these other women talking that they ended the relationship because the guy had a sex with someone else and that was the limit from it. And even they had a good couple of years together. I was very young and I was realized, you know what, that's not going to happen to me. I will never dump a guy because he's unfaithful to me. I will look at the rest. But Beyonce knows making this record about um about Jay-Z cheating is the best album in the world. God, in my opinion, every woman who divorced should have this LP, and should listen to this LP. I think that's the biggest, best revenge any woman could ever do. So just absolutely amazing. So I didn't have that, but I thought it was such a brilliant way of dealing with divorce. So Beyonce knows, if you ever get to hear this, thank you. And your album should be the divorce Bible. Divorce Bible. So every girlfriend is going to divorce needs to have that album. So my divorce have been the most best thing that could ever happen to me as a woman. And finding out that my ex was all about control was amazing, because can you imagine if I was married to this guy, I would have no life. And I wanted him to be a father, even he had beat me up in a pregnancy. Very, very tough. I didn't want to take away his child. And even all the cruel things he have done to me, I can look myself in the mirror and knew that I did the best for my son. Because my son knows who is his father and where his father is coming from. And to any woman who may see this video, number one, every woman should take physically good care of themselves. So that 100%, no man can blame you about that. Because men are... They say men are pigs. That's a little bit true. They say men are swine. That's a little bit true. They say men are animals. That's 100% true. So, and they say the men are hunters. That's also 100% true. So I think it's very important that as a woman, if you get divorced, you make sure you look damn good. Because when I divorced my ex, I looked damn good. And God, it have irritated him so much that even we were divorced and he had a new girlfriend, was still asking me for sex. And even I was a mother, I look really good. Taking care of yourself is that's it. And because I had all these things, he couldn't control me. He had to find a way to destroy me. So divorcing someone is making sure keep your self-respect, making sure you look good, making sure self-love. And because of all my past and all the crime that I have survived, I survived it because of self-love. Many people in this world have branded me as arrogant when I was young. But these people, they didn't come where I come from. Surviving the mafia, surviving kidnapping, surviving illegal adoption, surviving rape, surviving abuse, surviving political brutality. I survived that because I use my brain. So for people to say that it was easy to divorce, to say it's easy to be not open-minded, it's all lies. You really have to think about the basic of who you are. And for me, I want people to know me as me, Mocienne. I'm just not a woman who only saying that Michael Jackson is my father. I'm a woman with a strong belief. When I was young, I was telling someone, when I was young and I found out about a gay relationship, that gay men were not allowed to have children. God, I cried. I cried for days and I cursed the world. How dare they? Gays are normal, and why cannot gay people not married? So that was also one reason for me that I didn't want to get married. I think, what a hypocrite. If gay people cannot marry, why should I marry? I'm not going married, I was even willing to give gay people a child, but I really wanted to be also in the life of the child, and far away mother, because I believe gay people are allowed to have children. And when I was young at school, children were really laughing at me, call me I was stupid, how could I think that way? But I was very open-minded in a lot of things that many people were not ready for. And I'm very proud of that. So today that our gay community can have children is amazing, can adopt children is amazing. This is for me absolutely a dream come true, that I live in a world that I can be a part of that I have seen it. Because as a small child, I really cried for the injustice that gay people were going through. And people who decide to have an open marriage, I have no problem with that, as long the other partner knows that they have an open marriage. So my father, Michael Jackson, he did not have a real marriage with Lisa Mary Presley, and I don't want to sound very disrespectful, but my dad did have a sexual relationship with Lisa Mary Presley, and he really loved her. But I think she was too young to understand that Michael Jackson really did love her, and that was her mistake. And that he was a very faithful guy. I don't know that my father knew very well how to deal with relationship, because he never really had a really good relationship. But let me tell you one thing, and maybe I'm very bad to say, but in my time living in Haiti, traveling the world, my father did have sex with other women. He was really normal into that. I know a lot of Michael Jackson fans will say, what? Michael Jackson having sex with other women? He did. He really did. He was a really normal guy. And he really loves women. So all this child protection, all this child molester case bullshit that he loved boys, shame on them, really shame on them. But you know what? It was Michael Jackson way that he didn't want to share it. Because my father, he was really a gentleman. He was such a gentleman going with women. Women were crazy about him. Not because he was Michael Jackson, but the way he talked to them. He played with them. And as his child, I was like, well, my father is something. I want to... sometimes the girl said, I want to marry a man that looked like my father. I can tell you, when I was very young, I was like, if I have to marry, I want to marry a man that's so nice for my father, because my father was really nice to women. One of my favorite memories of my father, I'm writing in my book, in Thriller Betrayal, that we went to Brasilia or somewhere else, maybe Jamaica, I don't remember exactly. But he was dancing with a woman, and it was so phenomenal. The best video clips, the best dancing video clip is my father dancing with a woman. It is so sexy, so sexy. And how sexy he was, that's how good he was with women. And believe me, I was very young. I didn't know nothing about sexuality between men. Yeah, I know how babies exactly were made, but I didn't know what sexuality was. But my dad, Mike Jackson, yeah, really showed me sexuality. Let me jump for one apple here. Let me just jump for it. Let's see. One. Are you ready? Are you ready? Yes. So my father was so sexy with women. But did my father educate me about relationship? No, nothing. I had to find out all myself about relationships. And divorcing my ex, father of my child, the best thing that ever happened to me in my life. God, I'm so happy I divorced that guy. Because if a guy gonna play mental games with you, he's not worth anything. He's worth nothing. And I'm so lucky that when I was 16, I could be a part of all this woman talking about the man cheating and how to deal with it. I would not divorce a man because he cheated on me. I would divorce a man if he playing games with me, mental games with me. Because playing mental games with you, really bad people. You know how you can also call them? Narcissist. Absolutely narcissist. Yeah, absolutely narcissist. So people who are going through divorce, love yourself. Don't lose your mind. Be focused. My son having a father was very important to me. Even it may have been the worst decision that I decided in my life, because my ex have been brutal. The last 14 years of my life, he have been brutal. He have been brutal for 24 years, but the last 14 years he was really, really brutal, horrible. And I hope my experience will educate my son Joshua to be good to women. And I 100% believe if my son decides to get married and he's going to divorce, he will not go through a divorce, because I think he have learned so much of his father's mistake that he will not do it. I think my son's gonna be an amazing husband, amazing boyfriend, and everything when he's older. I mean, he's still young, so I have faith in my son. I have so much faith in my son that he's gonna be amazing. He's just gonna be amazing. He has to be amazing. I want him to be amazing, just like my father, Michael Jackson, was with women. And Lisa Mary Presley, she's writing a new autobiography, and I hope that she will write she made a mistake for letting Michael Jackson go, divorcing, and writing how kind and how sweet he was, because that's what that my father was really like that. And I hope that she writes, she regretted the way her marriage ended and the way she publicly embarrassed him. I like that. I'm sorry. I love it when Lisa Mary publicly shift Michael Jackson from, yeah, you're a piece of shit. I like every woman who give him that. I did. Get you. I didn't do that yet with my ex. I've been really quiet. I only have been saying, if my child died in your hand, he'll kill you, kill you. But I think every mother will say that to an alcoholic, drug addict, woman beater guy. I think every woman will say that, and because I divorced him, I didn't have to go to physically beating anymore. Because he physically couldn't beat me anymore, he went to a mental game. And that's why I'm also in court with the Dutch government about the way they didn't respect my you know, they forgot to count that I was a divorced woman. I was a divorced woman from an alcoholic, a drug abused woman beater. They totally ignore that part. Anyway, I'm happy I divorced, but I still believe in love. I don't know how my love life's going to be, but I do have faith in men. I'm not a man hater. I don't know. I have no idea how my life's going to be, and I'm proud, very proud. I love our 88% of our Dutch guys. I really love them. Very nice. A friend of mine said to me, if I really need a husband, I can always find one in Turkey. He said, believe me, there will be one. There will be a lot of Turkish guys who want to. Do you have a job, yo? Do you have a house, yo? You'll find good Turkish. Yeah. I don't think they want me. Anyway, I will never give up on good men, because nothing in life is black and white, and I'm hoping that people who are following my channel, okay, you already know that I'm a bit crazy, okay? Only because of the fact I'm saying Michael Jackson is my father. That's already that is already really crazy. But now you get to know a little bit about me, what I'm thinking about divorce and about being open-minded. And I want to end this conversation saying that I'm so happy that gay people can have children, adopt children, and I just love it. Make me happy. Not only women can have children, but also men can have children, and that really make me happy, because yeah, just make me happy. And I hope that the Catholic Church will one day change their mind, that it's okay to allow gay people also to be married, because they say they representing God, but I would like to see the contract, because God is for everyone. Yeah. And Catholic Church is the most dangerous church in the world, so maybe they will even kill me after saying that. But anyway, then you have it on tape that I'm saying that I'm hoping one day that they will accept that gay people are part of this society, and that they should have equal rights, even in the Catholic religion. And I'm just happy a lot of Muslim religions are getting more open-minded about this thing, because a soul is a soul, pray is a pray, and I really want the world to come together in this. Really. Anyway, I'm not gay, and if I was, I will really tell you, but I'm not gay. But just it's the spirit, the mind, and the love that matters to me. And I'm happy that I live in the Netherlands, that we don't discriminate gay peoples. We don't. So we try not to. We protect them very well. I'm happy that America has changed through the years, and other countries, because they are just people, Okay, I get emotional. You hear me? I get very emotional on this topic. But I think if I talk about my divorce, about this horrible guy that have done to me, I also really want to tell my opinion that love is love, Really, love is love. So it was Mocienne Petit Jackson, and I hope my dad is not angry with me saying that he's an womanizer, womanizer, womanizer. Yeah, Michael Jackson, womanizer. Oh God, sometimes I just could. In Harry Potter, you have that a spell that people can take your memories and put them in water. I wish some people could do that with me. So here's my memory. Put it. You can see it. You see Michael Jackson dancing with a woman, kissing her. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm going. Oh, you must almost believe that you are in Harry Potter. Damn it, No, this is real. Yeah. It's the area I am. It's beautiful. No Harry Potter here, just earth. Really earth. You see? Under this beautiful apple tree. I am. And I'm looking for the autobiography of Lisa Barry Presley. And I'm hoping that she's gonna write very nice thing about my dad. How lovely he was. I hope she really gonna tell some stories that worth it. I'm hoping. And to Beyonce Knowles, thank you for making the divorce Bible. If any of my friends are going to divorce, I'm going to buy your album and give it to them, because it's really good. And JC, you deserve it. You deserve the beating. You deserve it. Bye bye. It was Mocienne Petit Jackson. Thank you for my followers for listening to me. And I'm a happy divorcer. And please don't dump your man because he cheated. Dump him if he wants to play mentally games with you. Just dump him, because people like that are narcissists. Bye bye.